75 years ago this summer, the Battle of Kursk raged between Germany and Russia. On the one side, we had the German war machine, and on the other side, the war-hardened veterans of the Soviet Union. Now, although numbers vary dramatically, it is believed that in excess of over 2 million men and around 6,000 armoured vehicles took part in this battle, which was set to become one of the largest tank battles the world has ever seen. Now, Hitler placed his last hopes for Eastern supremacy on this particular battle, and to help him do that, he had a few new vehicles, such as the Tiger I, the Panzer and the Ferdinand. I'm Richard Cutland, and welcome to the biggest gaming event in Europe, Gamescom 2018. We're here at the moment in an incredibly loud and very busy Wargaming stand, and using augmented reality technology, we're going to demonstrate to you today, just very briefly, some of the tank combat that we saw at Kursk. Operation Citadel was born. The planned German double envelopment attack designed to cut off and snip this massive bulge that had formed by the Soviets at Kursk. The German forces attacked from the north and the south, planning to cut off the bulge and trap the Soviets. The German forces put the heavy Tiger I's at the spearhead of the attack in a common tactic known as the tank wedge. And the idea of this was to draw fire away from the lesser armoured Panzer III's and IV's of the German forces, which formed the bulk of their tank forces at Kursk. Now, the Panzer III's and Panzer IV's, which formed the bulk of the German forces, have been around since the 1930s. But by 1943, they have been greatly improved. The Panzer IV in particular was a much better vehicle, better armament with the long 75mm gun, giving it a range up to about 1,200 metres, and therefore the ability to take on both the T-34 and also give it a fighting chance against the KV-1. So in general, they were much better vehicles. There were about 702 Panzer IV's fielded at Kursk. In addition, the Germans fielded 91 Ferdinands, the heavy armoured tank destroyer, and it really was heavy. However, it had some major drawbacks, and although it packed a punch with the very infamous 88mm gun, it had a really bad lack of vision for the crew. The Soviets quickly recognised this drawback and used to hide in the trenches and attack it at close range with Molotov cocktails and grenades. By the time the German forces began their advances, both from the north and the south, the Soviets had already intercepted the battle plans and therefore began a massive preemptive artillery strike. This was set to have a devastating effect on the German forces. To make matters worse for the Germans, 37 of the 49 Ferdinands in the northern attack group were actually disabled on the very first day, and eventually the northern attack was halted completely. But the real beasts of the battlefield were the Tiger I's and Panthers. More about that soon.